Hi, everyone. Here, let me just switch. I like being at the bottom. Ayo.
Ayo.
As I'm taking a big bite of cheese, she's like, I'm eating cheese. I like to be at the bottom. Poor Johnny's like, why am I here?
I'm just pretending I did hear it. Trust me, I'm asking why am I here, but it's not because of jokes like that. So
No, it's because he likes shrimp and
I do love shrimp. I absolutely love shrimp.
Those shrimp look so good though, garlic and butter. I was like
good.
trying to figure out like how she was cooking them, like writing it down.
Girl,
I don't even blame her for taking most of the shrimp. I'm sure we'll get into that. But I don't even blame her. Like,
that looked good. And then she did say she was hungry. Hi everyone. I'm Mexico. We have Tugs over here and Johnny, our first male guest.
am I really? Oh no.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes. So,
no pressure, but don't mess it up.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, you gotta bring the male perspective. We've had only, well, to be honest, we've only our perspective at this point.
I keep telling the chat that guys are like, oh, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, I can't believe you watched that, blah, blah, blah. And then like I usually use my roommate as an example. He'll be in the kitchen cooking and he'll turn around and be like, did she seriously just say that? Does she think that that's going to get her to win? Because guys don't like that. And I'm like, are you paying attention? No. Yeah.
Guys are like that Homer Simpson meme. They're like in the hedge, watching
slowly.
listening. I'm there, but not there.
Well, what's cool is like if you get like several guys together to like comment on this show, they're always like in the same mind. They're like, yeah, that like guys don't think like that. Like we know exactly what this dude's thinking right now.
And it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Anyways. So I'm glad we have Johnny here. Because now we can actually know for sure if this is what y'all think.
Yeah, I can give plenty of male perspective on this. This isn't new for me. Like my two sisters growing up were super into the show. And so, I mean, that's going back to like the first few seasons. Like that's how far back it goes. And then the last job that I worked at was at a bakery with like 80 to 85% women. And so they naturally became my friends and they invited me to all their freaking bachelorette parties and that sort of thing. So I know like some of the like past contestants and stuff and how terrible they were. So I know probably too much about this show, to be honest.
So you're saying you actually might know more than the two of us right now.
No, definitely not. And I am not a fan. I would not watch it alone. But I did discover over time, like, it is fun to just kind of talk crap about the people on there and laugh at how miserable they are. Like, the thing I was watching when I was thinking when I was watching this episode is, like, we should do, like, a drinking game every time they say the word like.
Oh,
because you would be dead in, like, 5 minutes. So, it would just, like, oh, my God.
I've done it before where you do, anytime someone says journey, not here for the right reasons, I'm falling for him, her, alternatively. Those are my favorite. Your trash, but well, I do sips. I don't do shots because I learned the first time. You'll be on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's awful. It's so awful.
Because everybody has like their filler words. Like I'm an person. I'll use quite a bit. But it's like everyone on this show is a like person. I'm like, do they literally train them up that way? I don't get it.
It's a younger generation thing. I think we like. I just did it. Like we started it a little bit. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it's gotten so bad. And all these girls are, I think the oldest one is what, 28? They're all babies. And so as I've noticed, like my nieces and stuff are all super young and they just every word instead of, because I think there was a point in time, at least in my school, where at one point in high school, we went through a sort of, prepare you for adulthood kind of thing. Like this is what's going to happen to have a job interview and this, that, and the other. And you had to avoid saying the word because back in the day made you sound like kind of stupid. So we just replaced with like.
It makes sense.
Worse and worse as the younger kids have gotten up because nobody reads anymore. We're all on computers. We're all on social media. We don't read actual books. It's just like.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's terrible. She'll know.
Right,
I'm not gonna know what.
Huh? Oh,
Tugs on the floor drunk. I don't see a problem. First of all, that's a problem.
First of all, I'm gonna be around Tugs, and you gotta get through me first and foremost. So
Huge
Back
problem.
up, buddy.
Yeah, I guess I can help now here. I brought the muscle to the stream.
And y'all have seen me pick up drunk 3PO. So
What?
Yeah.
I did not see that. Drunk's a big dude.
Yeah, in Vegas. I picked him up.
Where's that photo?
Oh my gosh.
She literally.
Yep.
You got him a good foot off the ground too.
Yep. The only person I couldn't pick up, and this was in heels, mind you.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick up Jeremy, but I think I got too drunk at that point.
Are you in like competitive weightlifting or something?
No.
Like, why is that a thing? Like,
No. I mean, I do lift weights, but just enough to make my body not hurt when I work. Because I work at a hospital with like 600-pound patients, and they're heavy. They're heavy. There's a no lift policy, but you still kind of have to pull them around.
Comorbidities everywhere.
Yeah. Y'all, can you please lose weight in the world so that my back doesn't hurt? I mean, I'm not fat shaming, but it really would help my back. Okay? I'm just saying.
I mean, honestly, us girls, I don't know if any of you have seen the trends going around on stupid TikTok. I can see why it's addicting.
Oh,
there's a trend going around on TikTok.
Like a plague.
Oh God, don't do it. Save your sanity. But there's a trend going around. It's actually pretty cute where it's the guy and the girl, boyfriend, girlfriend, usually. And they each do a different exercise move where it's like a squat or bicep curls with the other person. So it's really interesting to watch because every single one I've seen, the women cannot do any of the upper body stuff. So the push-ups, the bicep curls, the things like that. But they can do the deadlift. And they can do the squat no matter how big their boyfriend is because all of our strength is in our
yeah, I was going to say, sounds like basic biology. Like, you know.
It's just all in the hips, okay?
The comments on each one are like, wow, I can't believe the girls are able to lift this big guy. And, well, that's where our center is. We're supposed to be able to squat down and pick up the babies. And
All right.
Men and women are different. Fun fact.
Yeah, definitely. I know that watching the show, men and women are definitely very
different. God. But to be fair, so you've watched Bachelorettes, right?
I've watched that too, yeah.
Okay. So the men can just be as dramatic as the women.
Well, I don't know what the recruitment process is for that, but I mean, they gotta like look for the most like dramatic people on social media and be like, you need to be a part of this because they're all just, and it's funny. I was watching his face. I was watching and analyzing Clayton's face. I'm like, this dude has got to be dying inside watching all these women cry over the most ridiculous things. And he just but he just doesn't budge. He's like a really good listener, but I'm like, I feel like that dude's dying inside, but maybe it doesn't affect him as much because he is a dramatic person. I don't know.
So I listened to Bachelor. I'm such a fan. I listened to Bachelor podcast where they interviewed him, and he said one of the things that he wasn't good at prior to going on the show was actually listening. So he got a talking to from someone that was close. He's like, please just learn to listen because the women kind of do know who you are. You have to learn who these women are. So you have to really listen, take in, because I mean, as women, we love talking.
It's true.
And who doesn't like talking about themselves?
Me.
Yeah. Well, well, like anytime Shanae's talking to him, there's like a couple girls that when they talk to him, he has this really straight contemplative face. And most women that he's actually thrilled to see, he's like smiling, he's looking them directly in the eyes. But like Shanae, he's just like contemplating, looking off in the distance. I'm like, this dude does not like this girl at all, but he's keeping her around because that's what the producers want.
It's brutal. He's such a crazy person. How do you not see that craziness? I don't know.
So I guess talking about drama, let's start off with the drama. The person who started all the drama in the first place, Cassidy. Because I honestly don't think Shanae would be as bad if it wasn't for Cassidy.
I think she would, but I think it would have taken her longer.
Yes.
I think we wouldn't have seen it until further into the show, maybe top 10, top 15 kind of thing, because that escalated really quickly. But bye, Cassidy. Nobody will miss you either. Bye.
Yeah. So when they had their conversation, I'm sorry, I really want to know what was going on in her head when she was like, I know what you want to talk about. Because she was so excited. She was like, I wasn't expecting this at all. Oh my God.
A part of me thought that she was playing chess in that moment that like she set that up as a way to be like, when he says, oh, I actually want to talk about this, and she really knew what it was, she could go, oh, I was shocked because that's so not who I am. Like, I feel like she might have actually known, but like was just trying to get ahead of him on it. That's the way I read it. But I don't know. I'm probably giving her too much credit. So.
But she was warned by Sierra. Sierra did say, I talked to Clayton about this. So she does know. So I could see that. I could see that perspective. Manipulative women.
They're not dumb. They're just manipulative as all heck.
That's what. Okay, that's not the wording I use, but that's kind of what I was getting to. Is she's playing mind games? She knows what she's doing.
The crying that she did when Clayton called her out on this little side piece she has at home, like the immediate waterworks. I was like, hey, that's impressive to cry like that on cue. Take notes. Next time I'm having a day at work, I'm gonna need to know this. Like the manipulation with it. Even I was like, girl, calm down. Like, you're overselling it now. Just relax. It's okay. I guess if you want to send me home, that's fine. That is manipulation 101. Oh, and he didn't fall for it. I'm so proud of him.
I gotta give him credit for that. I thought for sure he was gonna keep her on. But the funny thing is, like, the irony, like, it's like, oh, you were like sleeping with someone, you were hooking up with someone right before, as a dude's about to have like fantasy suites in like a couple weeks and about to be banging like 87 women. It's like, what are you even talking about? Like, come on. Like,
so I want to get your perspective on this, because it's all about optics. So do you think it's okay to go into a show like this with a friends with benefits? Because I said, if she wasn't intending on going back to him and maybe falling back into it, that may be okay. But if she, as the show said, she actually liked him, but he didn't want a relationship. Like, what do you think about all that?
No, I mean, I wouldn't be cool with it either, because it's like, this was happening while she knew she was going on the show. So you might be preparing for someone else. I mean, it isn't technically like an official anything, but it's like you're preparing yourself to be potentially dating someone. It's like, so, I mean, wouldn't you want to treat that like there was some level of seriousness to it? I don't know. It's just, and now he's going to have that weird bit of jealousy in his head of being like, okay, what's going to happen when the show's done and goes back to normal life? And she was literally with this dude until right up before. Like, I just respected the fact that he's like, no, I'm not playing this game. Because that's the way I would be. I would be narrowing women down so freaking fast. And maybe I'd have 0 women standing in front of me by the end of it. But I'm like, dude, like, get her out. Like, you don't need these trust issues when you have these many women in front of you.
That is very true.
I didn't even think about that. You're totally right.
Yeah, because it's going to go back to regular life.
The right reasons. The whole point is to get there, fall in love, meet your soulmate, potentially, and get married. If that was what she really wanted to do, she would have told that guy to kick rocks the minute she got hired. Yeah. It sounds like to me, and so many of us girls and even the guys have fallen into this, where she's holding on to whoever this guy is because she likes him. Yeah. And she thinks that if I go on the show, I might make him jealous. Or she wants a relationship. She wants him to change his mind. That's what I think, honestly. But that's
part of me thinks that, again, I don't know how much of this aspect is skidded, but from at least the way I saw it, it seemed like the thing that hurt him the most was the fact that she wasn't honest with him from the very beginning. Because I almost got the impression that like he was giving her a chance. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, when he asked her about it, she was like, oh yeah, there's nobody. I haven't seen anyone forever.
Oh my God, that lie.
And then like right afterwards, she was like, okay, so I was sleeping with this dude like right before, and yes, I was FaceTiming. It was like, yo, you lied so hardcore. So I feel like he would have been willing to overlook it. I would have been able to overlook some things of just being like, okay, I get the fact that like, I can't hold you responsible for things you did like before you were with me. Let's move forward from here. But like, goodness gracious, like she lied to him right then and there. And it's like, they're still getting to know each other. Forget that noise.
That's a good point. Ooh, I like this.
I love this perspective. So especially because last week we didn't have that perspective. We just we just knew she had a friends with benefits. And I was like, well, if it was nothing and it was literally physical, maybe it's okay. Maybe, but go
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was say, but the way she immediately was like, well, he doesn't want a relationship.
Yes.
That
I have an issue with. That I have an issue with because, dating 2022, 2020, even like 2020, like everyone seems to be dating other people. When you date, it's until you get serious that you're like, okay, are you actually dating other people? Because that's going to be something I look for, right? I'm not going to judge you until it gets serious, at least on my perspective. I know some people, it's about me or it's not me. Each person is very, very, very different. I do get that. But I mean, she dug herself a really, really deep hole and then she had to lay in it.
Yeah. If she hadn't been serious about whoever this guy is, a poor schmuck, she would have been like, well, it's just a casual thing. We don't want to date each other, or we're not interested in each other that way, or we both don't want in a relationship with each other, whatever. She would have said we, but she said he. He doesn't want a relationship. So that is something she has and she might not realize it, but from personal experience, she got a crush on this guy and she wants him and she does what he wants in that aspect,
she thinks
hey, you up kind of thing, because she likes him and she wants him to stick around and she's hoping to change his mind one day. That's what that tells me.
If I do this, he'll like me more. He'll be jealous and want me.
That's what I think. And I think Clayton probably saw a little bit of that too and was like,
yeah, I'm just glad that he didn't go along with it, because I was like, this dude is I'm going to see him as dumb as a bag of rocks. I will not care what happens to him from this point on if he keeps this girl on. Because, the lying and then just the fact that she was manipulating and all that stuff. Like, there's so many red flags. So, he did the right thing.
Yep. And I mean, she is not as bad as the alternative dramatic girl. Which we will get to. What was that? What was that Nene move? Watch me whip. Watch me whip. When she did that, I was like, this is so cringe right now.
There was so many parts during the show where I was like, I really want to forward through it, but I got to stay committed because I'm going to be on this podcast. I can't not have seen all of it. But the stupid running through LA and the underwear thing, I was like, I am literally internally bleeding right now. This is terrible.
Only in LA,
but I stuck with it.
But only in LA can you do that and not get arrested.
Well, but to be fair, it looked like they were in workout clothes.
I know, and it's they're both wearing the black, and it's all they needed was a big old fat Hanes tag, hanging off the side to make it clear, this is an advertisement,
Yeah. Which, by the way, so when they started, so that one-on-one date, we're jumping around, but that's okay. That one-on-one date, when Rebecca Kufrin said, you're going to have to do this in her underwear. I saw what she was wearing even before she said, what if you're not wearing underwear? Spaghetti strap. You couldn't see bra straps.
Oh, she had nothing. Yeah, no.
She had nothing. Nothing.
Thank goodness they planned for that. Because awkward.
She probably has cups and that's it. If she even has cups.
Yeah. Well, if she's a smaller size though, us little girls, we don't have to worry about cups or anything like that, especially in LA where it's warm. You don't have to worry about it because we hold ourselves up.
I remember that happened to me because I wore the cups and I got so sweaty that they unstuck.
And that's a thing, especially if you're bigger.
Sorry,
if you're
Johnny.
on the bigger side,
No, you're fine.
Bigger cups. Bigger cups.
Like I said, I worked for years with mostly women, and I have two older sisters growing up. I'm pretty used to this crap.
I love her romper.
Yeah. No, she looks so cute, and I just thought, oh my god, what are they gonna do for her? So I'm very happy that they had. Also, isn't that so weird? That 4 poster binding just so you see the upper and the lower part of their body and they had to change in front of each other. That's weird.
I hope that was 4 sides closed at least.
How did they get in there?
I don't know.
Fantasy suites are coming in a couple weeks, whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, I think I put this in my notes. I was like, I do not see pee-pee shadow. Big pee-pee, big or small. It's just, I can't see anything. Sorry, Clayton.
Of course, you'd look for that.
The reason you bring that up though is because of my guy. What the heck is his now? I've lost his name. I forgot all about him. Becca's guy that she picked, the Canadian.
Thomas?
No,
Becca Kufrin?
Yeah, no, not Becca. Oh my god, what's her bucket? The last one.
Joe.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
and my wildlife guy that I liked. What the heck is his name?
Oh, Blake. I told you that.
He had a black square everywhere. He was wearing jeans and they had to put a black square on him. I was like,
because he's just I remember I told you, I was like, watch out for it. Watch out for it. Black squares mean something.
They were black squaring the heck out of these girls, though. I was like, ladies, tuck it in. Let's
They
go.
were.
Which
Well,
by
it's.
No, you
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, it's funny just because, like, with these kind of ladies and with this, like, kind of guy and the nature of it and the competition, it's like, yeah, they're doing whatever they can, like getting a group full of ladies competing against one another. Like, they're competing on who can show the most skin. They're competing on who could be the most physical. Like, they're holding nothing back. So I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised by all these black squares and everything. It's like, yeah, it's to be expected.
Like, Clayton is one of those guys, and we talked about this in the last few episodes. He likes someone who is forward. He sees like affection physically and the words being told, like, oh my God, jackpot. It's like, just any attention he gets is like, wow, they like me.
Yeah,
They like
for
me.
sure.
Like we have seen with Cassidy and I guess with Shanae now. God.
Well, because the structure of this show now, it's whoever the Bachelor and the Bachelorette is, it's always from a previous group of Bachelor and Bachelorette, correct? So like he was on the show previously before, right?
Yeah.
And so what was your impressions of him heading into this? Was this like, is this kind of what you thought of him already or the way you described him? None? He had no idea.
So he was one of those weird people they chose. I don't know why. Like there was no reason why. There was no like story or he was the one that was most heartbroken. Like the girls did not even know who he was because when they were going into filming his season, they were still airing Michelle's season. So they did not know who he was at all. And we still, I mean, like now we have a better idea, but at the point when the show ended, Michelle's season, we didn't really see much. They like faked, well, I don't know if they faked. In my opinion, I feel like they faked. Kids writing letter being like, Clayton, you're amazing. I hope you find your love. You and Michelle are cute, blah, blah, blah. And like, it just, they were trying to create a story where there was none.
Yeah, it was really weird. The producers were like, well, we felt we resonated with his story. And so we were expecting something to happen, like something big to happen. We got a little bit to know him, but nothing that made us all go, oh my God, he has to be the next Bachelor. I mean, we were rooting for a bunch of other guys to be the Bachelor rather than this guy. Not that we didn't like him, but we just didn't know anything about him. And he went home relatively early. Like I'd say.
Yeah.
So it was like the kids date, she brought a bunch of her students in and they did a bunch of dates and the kids attached to him really quickly. That was really it. That was like the only thing anybody ever got. We were like, oh, okay. So kids like him. That's a good sign. And that was it. And all of that was like, do we know his favorite color? No. Okay, cool. Like
we don't like, there's no heartwarming story that I can think of that was like, Clayton's the one. There was no Bachelor edit or Bachelorette edit. There usually is a person that you're like, maybe.
Yeah. I really like that person. I want them to be the next Bachelor.
Well, yeah, because I remember when, who was it? Peter? When Peter was selected and all the girls were like, oh, it's Peter. They all loved him and everything.
Pete.
And then we regretted that decision.
but to be fair, his season was such a hot mess. The ending was amazing. Engaged to this one. Dropped her, went to another one, dropped her, went to another one. All within, he dated all the girls in a season twice over. Well, not all of them, just a few of them. But yeah. So anyway, where were we? We were talking about, the one-on-one. Overall, how do you think, what do you think of Sarah, that girl that was on that undies one-on-one?
The underwear one?
Yeah.
I like her. I think she's cute. She was more willing to go along with it than I would have been.
I would never run around in my underwear.
I don't know.
Like when
this freaking
when
show.
she, okay, I think Jonny probably enjoyed this, but when I saw her running, nothing moved on her. It was like, good for her. Good for her.
I don't know if I'm, if you're questioning my heterosexualness right now, but I honestly, like, it was so cringy that I was like, that was the least engaged part of the episode for me. I don't know. Like, maybe a lot of guys would have been looking at the girl running around. I'm like, I don't care. I am getting secondhand embarrassment so hardcore right now that I'm like, I can barely even stare at the screen right now.
If you compare it to the other bathing suit running scene, I would say it's not as cute as it's definitely not as cute as the other bathing suit running.
First of all, Baywatch is classic. And those girls nailed it. I thought that was really cute how they all like put their own spin on it and just were like, let me flip my hair back. And like, as I grew up on Baywatch, so I loved it.
Oh my God.
Shanae, I don't know if you guys saw it. I had to rewind it and watch it like 5 or 6 times before I was like, yeah, no, she's legit making fun of Nicole Eggert. So if anybody who's ever watched the original Baywatch knows Pam Anderson and Nicole Eggert, right? Those are the queens. And Nicole, obviously, she's older. They're both got to be almost 60 right now, right?
Which, by the way, she looks good.
She looks so good, but she's a mom, as moms get bodies, we gain weight and all this stuff, right? So she's a normal 60-year-old. There is a brief second after Clayton introduces her, and it's like, I want to introduce you guys to Nicole Eggert, which, of course, all the women are like, we know who she is. The brief second where they cut to Shanae, and she's in her white like button up or whatever she was wearing, and she's looking, and she does this. She's like watching Nicole, and she goes, and then like makes fun of her neck because she's gained weight. I was like,
I missed that.
Split second. It's a split second. I legit was like, no way did she just do that? Oh my! And I had to rewind it, and sure enough, she's like listening with this stupid smug look on her face, like she's not even paying attention anyway, and she just kind of goes,
I hope that when she's older, karma comes around and bites her in the butt because that is rude.
First of all, you do not make fun of the queen. Secondly, you're going to get that way too, honey. We all do. Like, relax. I was shocked. I texted you. I was like, oh my God, she just made fun of Nicole Eggert. Oh,
I had to remember who Nicole Eggert was, but like, now I have to watch that scene again. I mean, Shanae just
it's a brief, like, literally half a second, and I just happened to catch it, and I was like, wait a minute, no, I did not see what I just saw. No, I did. 100%.
How rude.
Part of me did and part of me didn't like want to rewind at that kiss scene too with Shanae and see like did they reuse like some of the same clips?
They did.
Okay, because I was like, yo, longer. This is really long. This is
they made it longer than I think it actually was.
Okay, I thought they might have just looped the same clip because I was like, this is terrible. Like it's so long.
I know. The poor girls are like.
Yeah. If that was in real time, I think they might have actually tried to pull her off. So,
all right. So let's rewind because I feel like we're about to go into the drama of the Elizabeth and Shanae. I feel like we need to make a couple name for them. Shanizabeth. No, that doesn't work. Anyways, so during that one-on-one, Elizanay. During the one-on-one, there's a little clip. We don't see this very often where you see the girls in the house just kind of living together. And Elizabeth decides to make shrimp, butter garlic shrimp, which by the way looks so freaking good.
It looked amazing.
It looks so great. I need the recipe.
I think the recipe is just shrimp, a crap ton of butter, and a crap ton of garlic. That's my theory. Anyway,
I can do that.
I'll let you know.
And so Elizabeth's like, there's shrimp, there's butter garlic shrimp, come and get it. And Elizabeth goes, she's never nice to me, all this mean stuff, but this is the first nice thing she's done. And then she goes and then eats one shrimp and then decides to take a plate, put 8 out of the 15 shrimp on her plate, which it sounds silly, but it started drama.
First of all, it's not enough.
Because when you hate someone, it's like it doesn't take anything that big. It's like the slightest little thing will get you all going and everything. So yeah, but why the heck? How many girls were there? And they made how many shrimp? Like you said, 15. Like,
well, Shanae
that's the chef's fault.
There's about 15, right? So
wow.
Anyways, after that, the girls are like, "Oh, where's the shrimp?" And they're like, "Shanae ate it all. Oh my God, I'm so dramatic." And then I guess Shanae decides to make shrimp as well. She's like, "I can make shrimp too." So she made shrimp and then tried to hand it out, and like no one wanted it.
I gotta ask, being the Bachelorette historians, I haven't seen enough to know. Does the just terrible worst like villain of a person ever get picked? Because like, are you watching this thinking, oh, she might actually go all the way?
I don't think so. They usually are gone by what, top 10?
The real villainous people usually are gone.
Yeah.
There was one season, Ben Flanick and Courtney. They got engaged, but to be fair, I think she got the villain edit, but she actually wasn't a villain. So like, she didn't really do anything mean towards the girls. I think she just probably wasn't friendly towards the girls. Whereas Shanae, on the other hand, is literally mean. She does things to hurt people while thinking she is the nice, kind, altruistic person that's being bullied.
Yeah. And she flat out admitted it. I'm jumping ahead, but the group date at the end, like she flat out, he comes up with this story about how she's being bullied by the girls and flat out says on camera to the camera guy, I can't believe he believed me. Bruh.
Well, she kind of already said, though, she's like, she's there to win. Like,
yeah,
she's just saying that. As a dude, what went through my head when I was watching this, I was like, I think Michael Jordan, the spirit of Michael Jordan, possessed this woman's body, and literally all this person cares about is winning. Like, that's it. Because I don't think she even cares about him. She just wants to win to get the clout, probably.
Yeah, well, then she keeps saying that, I want to win, I want to win, I want to win. Whereas most of the girls, or the girls that are there for the right reasons, always say like, I want to fall in love, like I want this to be it, things like that. She just keeps saying, I want to win. I'm like, win what? The game? Is this a game?
What does she
win the man? Like win what? What are we winning? Is there a prize at the end of all this? What is that?
Well, it'd be interesting to hear it with like all the production being put into it, because like, oh my gosh, the music. I gotta send you both a clip. I gotta edit them two together, because there is one part where she is talking to him in private, and the music or the sounds that they're playing in the background is literally like almost the exact same sound when like the Joker in the Dark Knight is holding that knife to the dude's cheek. I'm like, this is the same level of tension with that music. And I'm telling you, it's like the same thing. I'm like, they are making her into the worst human of all time.
I love it. The sound, I will give the sound editors, like the producers, whoever does it, credit. Hilarious. Because whoever does it has a little bit of a sense of humor. Yeah. And they've slipped in. Like, I don't remember the Bachelor's name, but years ago, there was this kind of like, she was nasty, just like Shanae, and they were having a one-on-one. He was trying to like get a lie out of her, and she wasn't having it, and she was just being manipulative, and it was just, and the music in the background was a variation of the Jaws, like dun. And I was like,
I didn't even notice.
You hear that? Wait a minute.
I gotta say, that actually would be fun. Like doing the editing of the show, that's gotta be a lot of fun.
There's so much fun.
I would do that job.
Which make this person unlikable. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, editing, since we're talking about that, did you notice on the beach date that they edited some of the girls' bottoms to look like they were more covered? Not just the black box.
Yes.
So you noticed. Okay, good.
Well, I'm kind of nodding and like, oh, interesting. But no, I didn't notice.
Yeah, so
a couple of our curvier ones, which it's very rare that there's like, none of them are fat. I don't mean curvy as in fat. I mean curvy as in they have actual hips and stuff. That doesn't happen too often on the show. And so when it does, they pull a splash like Disney did with Splash with Tom Hanks, where they put more hair over her booty as she's running away. It's kind of that.
Let me see.
They've done it for a while, but every now and then, yeah.
I have a picture here.
Yes.
See if I can find it. So let me share this with y'all.
Hi, Dermy.
Window.
Southern Belle is here.
Hi, Southern Belle.
2 years ago today, Kobe. You know, as much as I miss him, I also blame him for this whole 2020 craziness. It started with his death.
I know. So, things got terrible once he died.
Right here.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not even the same shade of red.
I know. They did such a terrible job. When I saw that specific scene, I was like, that's not her. They should have just put a black box in it, to be honest.
Yeah, they should have.
They've done this before, though. With Peter Weber's season, this one's bad. Here, I'll show you this one. Window there.
Shady.
Look at this. What is this?
Oh yes, I forgot about her.
Look at this.
It's so bad.
Jeez.
Here's the thing though, like to avoid this, all you have to do is tell the girls, because you have to bring your own clothes and stuff. You have to go shopping and get your own clothes. Just tell them to bring bathing suits that are not the thong G-string. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is say, we require your bikini bottoms to be full coverage. And we all know what that means. Some of us, it still doesn't work, but we try our best. You know, instead of a bunch of girls coming and showing up with the little G-strings that you might as well not be wearing anything anyway. Like, that's all you have to do to avoid the stupid CGI.
Yeah, I'm always watching it though, kind of wondering like what the angles is like behind the scenes and everything. And part of me feels like they do a poor job on purpose, like editing this stuff because they know like we're gonna talk about it. Like even like YouTube
secret.
creators do that. Like I know that sometimes. Every once in a while, I'll make a screw up on the video and I don't leave it in there on purpose, but I leave it on there and it's a good thing. Because I got like twice as many comments and like half of them are like, hey, you misspelled this word. And I'm like, well, it raised the engagement. I guess I'm doing all right. So, I mean, we're talking about it every time they do a poor edit. We talk about it. Yeah.
It works. I mean, look at Game of Thrones with that stupid coffee cup. You're really going to tell me they didn't see the coffee cup? Bull funky. They didn't see that coffee cup. No way. No one saw, not one person saw that coffee cup. They did it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't think they knew how much they'd hate absolutely everything about this show. So they probably regret that one too.
Yeah. There's that.
Yep. So
because now it's just use an example of this is how much they didn't care. There's literally Starbucks coffee just hanging out.
And it might have been a funny thing, like production at some point, you know, behind the scenes, you know, those guys that go in and edit all that stuff out, they probably were like, oh my gosh, there's a funny story with this coffee. Like maybe, and it could be something just as innocent as that. As the two guys that edit were like, oh my God, remember Amelia? She just kept talking about this stupid coffee and she loves this coffee. We should leave the coffee cup in as a funny thing, like a nod to her, you know, or whoever.
Because if season 8 was as good as season 1, like nobody would have cared. It would have just been like a funny gag. But because it was so garbage, everybody's like, see, exactly. They can't even get the coffee off the screen.
I'm waiting for a coffee cup to be left in like Boba Fett. I'm waiting for it.
Oh my goodness. All right. So where were we? We're on the beach date. The cringe kiss. By the way,
found the clip, by the way, of Shanae doing.
Oh.
Watch this. Okay, it's very, very quick. Ready? So there she's standing. See her? Real quick. It's so quick. And I happened to look up and I was like, no.
I thought that was just a reaction.
Oh, why else would she be doing that? That's
I don't know.
Yikes.
Sorry.
I don't know. This is literally me. I was like, did I just see that right?
Yep, sure did.
Nobody stands like that on purpose. Like, even if you were like, ooh, you'd be like, oh. You know what I mean? Like
that's me when I'm like, ooh.
She literally, I was like, girl. I don't know. Breaking news. Shanae
I mean, we knew she was mean, but
she's the queen. Don't leave the queen.
Mean.
Leave the queen alone.
Redzy's right.
Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that's what I saw.
I kind of want to root for her though, just because everybody hates her. This is what I do with the show every time. Every time. Do you guys remember? I told Tugs a little bit about this in DMs. You remember Luke P? He was like the worst. He was the guy who was like a Christian guy, making us look bad. He's not a Christian. He's terrible. He's garbage. But he's just like, he was like the worst dude ever. And literally everybody in the group, there's about me and like one other dude and like 13 girls, and they all just hate him. And I was like, hey Matt, watch this. And I just like from that point on acted like I was the biggest fan of him ever. And just to see everybody go psycho because I love this guy and was rooting for him was like the best. So part of me just wants to root for Shanae.
I mean, he brings the drama, which makes the show ultimately more interesting. So I do. Oh,
and I kind of respect the hell out of the fact that she just wants to win. You just gotta win, baby. I love it.
Yeah. But like when I think of winning, like when you go on the show, there are two things I think that would be winning. Influence power on social media and getting engaged to the guy. So is it both or one? Because being like this is not going to get you influential power.
She just wants to be the last woman standing.
I think
It's
she'll
epic.
literally kill everyone. Well, not kill. She will literally drag everyone down into the mud to be able to be the last one.
Sorry, we can't show you the second half of this season because Shanae lost it and went postal and took everybody with her.
Yeah, right.
To be honest, I could probably see
They'll
that.
just edit that out with like really bad like coloring and everything. They'll be
I
like,
mean-
see, they're like, we're just covering up all the blood, you know, with bad Photoshop.
They know.
Sleeping.
Anyways, so I just wanted to point out at the beginning, part of all the little tests that they were doing, how did Clayton get a sunburn after the sunscreen challenge?
I am so glad I'm not the only one. That was my first. He's like, well, I better join them. It takes his shirt off and he has this full-blown tank top sunburn. I'm like, where the heck did that come from?
I have no idea. Also, okay, I want to get your opinion on this. Jonny, would you be okay with a girl literally putting only sunscreen on your nipples?
No. No. Heck no. Especially just like no, like, and in front of all the other women, because I would be thinking about like, God, what are you doing to them? Like, stop. Like, I don't know. I couldn't be a part of this show because I couldn't stand just torturing all those other women and playing with everybody's hearts like that. But I mean, yeah, just in that moment, I'd be like, no, get away. Like,
Weird. I think it would have been cuter if she was like, oh, we should just put on your nose. That always gets like burnt. That's totally adorable and kind of cute.
But like you said, he seems kind of different. Like he seems to kind of like that assertive thing. And so
you put it on my nipples. Ooh, yes.
Yeah. Rub it in. She just left 2 white dots there. I was like, what is going on?
Which, by the way, every time someone stole Clayton over her, I was like, oh, she's gonna hate that person. She didn't.
Nope, it's just Elizabeth. Well, maybe Gabby. She was not a fan of Gabby's after she got the rose, which is awesome. I love Gabby. Like, I think she's so sweet.
The way she did her slow-mo run, she's like, oh, and then I fall over.
Yes. Gabby, in all truth, like Gabby is actually my favorite. And it was like even the little things that just feel authentic. Like, wow, like she might actually be like a real personality, you know? Like that moment where she like, even she got the rose and she was like, yeah. Just the way she said like, yeah. And like, I just like, this just feels like that's her actual personality while everybody else like putting on, you know, their best face.
Yeah.
I think it's adorable.
I think she is, I don't know if she'll win, but I think she'll go pretty far and then she'll probably be on Paradise, which then
that would be awesome. Her. I just love how she 100% came out of her shell. And I love that Clayton noticed that. Because you could tell she was really reserved and quiet. And then the Baywatch thing like gave her moment. And then from that moment on, she was a little bit more assertive, making out with the guy on the lifeguard thing. And then she was putting lotion on him on the couch. I was like, oh.
Oh, she was putting on her nursing hat. She's trying to take care of you.
Well, it's funny when Gabby called him, when he called Gabby quirky. And it's like, she wasn't really into it. She's like, I'm quirky.
I have layers.
Like, yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah, she's like, quirky is not the winning strategy. Like you can see it in her face that moment. She's like, I'm not gonna win with quirky.
Yeah, but, I can be deep in, you know, all that too.
I can be as hot mess as the other girls in the house.
Which first of all, deep and this like, oh, you know, just being real with me and everything. Oh my God, I can't stand it. That whole circle where they're all talking and everything. It's like literally everybody in that circle was like, yeah, sometimes I have insecurities about the way I will look. That's every freaking person on the entire planet. And you all are like, wow, you're so authentic with us. Thank you so much. It's like, that's literally everyone. Yeah. This isn't any like really raw, authentic stuff going on.
Yeah. This started with Katie's season, I think, right? The first ever kind of like
Katie. Yes, that was her name. I put her out in my head.
The way she, at least her circle, it was like different issues because I feel like everyone was like, my past dating or my insecure, and it was just like not to say anything bad about them. Like there were some things that like that one that was like he made me change my eye color and my hair. Like that is so freaking effed up. Like.
Well, that just means he doesn't really like you. He doesn't really think you're attractive enough the way you are.
He also cheated on her in the end. So I feel bad for her because, you know, the worst thing anyone can ever do when you're dating is just nitpick at everything. And you're just like, I just want to be better for you. Those are the types of things.
I do feel bad for those people. And I have been in that position before where she was just like, oh, you know, you should do this more. You should do this more. It's just now I'm smart enough to go like, you don't really like me the way I am. Like you're trying to change me into someone else, you know? So it's like, I kind of feel sympathetic, but I'm also like, you need to look at that as a red flag and get out.
I hope you've recognized this trauma and have healed from it.
And then know if it ever happens.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. I did feel bad for her. I was like, oh my God, that is a hardcore abusive. And the fact that she still gets upset about it kind of made me go, have we been to therapy? I hope so.
I hope so. Honestly, I really hope so. Because it's a bit traumatic. And I mean, we all have gone through some sort of trauma. That's on next level though. Although I did get color dyed contacts and I love wearing them. Not today though.
Just like
by the way,
Mark the Cyborg likes it when my eyes are blue.
No,
like, come on, Mark. What are you doing?
I did the typical Asian thing and got colored eye contacts because I wanted to try it. Okay, whatever.
You did that of your own volition though. Can you imagine if Mark was like, you need to change your eye color because I don't like your eyes. You'd be like,
yeah.
Right upset that.
So we do have one donation before we continue. Ooh, Eric K for $3. Love these two amazing ladies. I sit here interested in what they are telling about shows I will never watch. This is
Eric K and his wrench.
We have Jonny to watch it for you. You're welcome, Eric.
You're welcome, bro. Yeah. I'll clue you in on a man's perspective. There you go.
Also, I did want to mention on that night date, he wore a sweater with a hoodie with a jacket. Opinion.
What was that about?
Jonny.
And it was like a velvet. It was like a velvet jacket and pants, and then like a super lightweight hoodie underneath that. I was very confused.
Would you wear that?
Yes. I was just a little like, well, I actually really like hoodies, you know, and
under a suit jacket.
Now it's gonna get into my whenever we have a meetup, I'm gonna be second guessing what I wear now. I'm gonna be like, I can't wear this hoodie. They're gonna make fun of me. But it was like
I've never even seen that before.
I just never seen it. That was our first time.
Okay, I honestly don't notice outfits and wardrobes and stuff that often, but I did think, oh, he looks pretty cool. I like that. I literally did. So to hear you guys just that was just dumb looking. What is he thinking? I was like, oh crap. My sense of fashion is off, I guess.
I think what threw me off was that it wasn't like a suit, or not even a suit jacket, like a nice jacket. What are those ones called? Like a blazer jacket. It wasn't that. It turned out to be a blazer jacket and pants, but it wasn't like your normal blazer jacket and pants. I'm pretty sure it was like a velvet material because he looked like shiny and fuzzy, and I'm pretty sure it was velvet on top of that. That's what threw me off.
So sweater hoodie with velvet suit jacket. Would you still do that, Jonny?
The velvet though?
I mean, maybe not anymore, but I thought I would have. Because you're shaming me out of it.
I don't know about the velvet. The velvet, I'm not here for I don't know. I was like, I just think.
All right.
Yeah, everybody's right there with me. I thought it looked good. I thought it looked cool. I don't know.
I'm gonna see if I can find. I'm gonna see if I can find a photo.
Dude, I guess that's a girl guy thing. I don't know. All the ladies are just like, nah, fam. It's not working.
Well, I don't know if I can find it. I have video, but oh no, that's the leather jacket. That's not right.
I mean, it was just a quick observation. I wasn't thinking about it super hard when I saw it, but now I'll look at it with a very critical eye.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not velvet. I might be wrong. It just looked like. Oh no, it is. Okay, we know we're good. Oh, thank God. I thought it was velvet.
I will say, at least it was knit and not typical sweater material. But I still wouldn't do it. Is LA at that time they were filming September, October, hot or cold? I don't even know. Probably still hot.
In LA, no, it's pretty warm still. That would be my thing. Wouldn't that be hot? Because suit jackets are not light. They're heavy. No. I don't have a photo, but this is a screen still of him. So see, but it's not a hoodie. It's not a sweatshirt hoodie. It's like a
knit
cashmere.
Okay, I stand by what he said. He looks good. What are you talking about? That looks
I
great.
don't know, chat. What do you think? What do you think?
Sorry, before we get...
I would totally
never
wear
seen
that.
that
I would
before.
totally wear that. Yeah. I mean, you guys might think I look repulsive, but I think I look good, you know, and that's what matters.
Okay,
I've never seen it before. I was like, now that I know that it's not a velvet suit, I feel better because I legitimately thought he was wearing velvet, and I was like, "No, honey, no, that's not velvet."
I don't know about velvet.
The hoodie I can get past, especially because it's like cashmere. It's not like a sweatshirt hoodie; it's a cashmere looking lightweight. But the velvet, I was like,
not a fan. Jonny, if you wear it, we'll judge you, but we'll judge you in our heads. Okay.
we can do a fashion show with the guys of G&G and have them.
Oh, to be fair, given what we saw in Las Vegas and in Boston, you are going to be overdressed.
Yeah, that's true.
Jeremy looking like he's fresh out of Alabama because he is.
Yeah.
You know?
Ryan wears the Fed outfit to literally everything. It's a wedding. Ryan is the Fed.
I don't think I've ever seen any of the guys in G&G wear anything remotely to business casual. Sorry, males.
Yeah, like is this
look
button-up
bad.
flannel too nice if I was to go to the
See,
meetup?
button-up flannel is fine. It's just the suit jacket's just like, dang, overdressed. But if you decide to cosplay, you'll fit right in.
Well, I mean, it's different when you're traveling to places and stuff because a suit jacket and stuff like that—that's going to take up a lot of space.
A lot of room.
Yeah. Last time I traveled, I had it all into one carry-on. It took talent.
Which, by the way, the next time we travel, we have semi-plans already. Tugs and I drive down, go to Nashville, go to Smokies, was it?
Oh yeah, the Moonshine Place, and then also go party at like the Jason Aldean bar and Florida Georgia Line. Get our country on if you're into country.
And
music.
then make lots of poor choices while live streaming, and then head down.
Too many poor choices.
So we will see.
I'll be the designated smart decision maker. How about that?
We don't need smart decisions. It's all good. I mean, thinking about the meetup, even just lifting up drunk 3PO was probably a bad decision. I could have pulled my back.
I love how doing stupid things is now for the sake of the brand because you're called poor choices. You're just like, oh yeah, we're sticking with the brand. These are poor choices. Live stream, poor choices. I will regret this forever, but it helps
good
the channel.
Or bad. It's fine. It's all good.
Exactly.
Wow, Hokies, you are brave. Okay. Do you have gray sweatpants?
Gray sweatpants!
Do I have gray sweatpants?
Yeah. Do you have gray sweatpants?
I am actually wearing black sweatpants right now. Every live stream I'm wearing sweatpants is the content creator life. But
do you have gray
ones?
No, I don't. Because I can get it in black.
Ladies, send him gray sweatpants.
Gray sweatpants. Do you not know the thing about gray sweatpants?
No. I mean, this is like the first time I've talked to women in a year, to be honest. I just play video games and work
Gray
from home.
Gray sweatpants season starts about October and goes all the way through January, and it's the greatest time of the year. Forget Christmas.
For women. Wow, Mark. Really?
There you go. So I haven't got to that point yet.
Where are my ladies at in the chat with the graves? I don't think there's many of us in here, but the ladies in the chat.
I'm sensing some ulterior motives, some
think about
motives
what I said earlier about the underwear running around.
Yeah.
There's just, if you can find the meme Tugs, that'd be amazing.
I'm gonna find the meme.
Amazing. Wow.
Appropriate for YouTube, but
Eldov is like, Jonny is one of us. You know what? You're probably on the normal side of things. We're on the weirdo side of things, and I'm okay with that. We know a little bit too much.
Should I pick the super inappropriate one since we're still technically not monetized yet, or should I pick a semi less, just in case? We don't want this.
Holocron, you're very right. Mark sometimes doesn't even wear half of his leg.
Because I'd pull a Dan Basque. That's what I'd do. Is I'd get pissed off and I'd stand up and you just see like stuff you're not supposed to see because I totally forgot I'm not wearing pants on stream.
Oh my god, that was so.
I promise you.
Oh my god, when he did a squat with his sword, I'm just like, oh no, Dan. Oh, no, Dan. By the way, his recent tweet when he was playing Animal Crossing. Did you see that?
I forgot he's playing that. I gotta watch him play that.
I don't even know where he's playing that. Does he stream it?
Dan, I've never seen him stream it. He should.
Oh my god.
All right.
Ew.
Well,
okay. Can I just show you this? Someone. Let's see who did this. Phil TMNT. What? Why? He changed my picture to a
Oh
man
my
picture. That is scary. That is scary. Anyways, okay. I was trying to find the picture of Dan.
X-ray guy.
Okay,
X-ray
full
guy.
disclosure, there's actually a pair of blue sweatpants in this one, but this is the least like inappropriate I could find.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
That's the least inappropriate you can find.
Johnny's
Johnny's judging us right now. Johnny's judging us.
I'm not judging. You can be whoever you want to be. I'm just embarrassed that I'm here right now.
No, gray sweatpants is the thing. Gray sweatpants is to us women as to what? I would say lingerie. To men. Yeah. Oh, it's a thing. And you don't even have to get like tight ones. Like these guys are a little bit tighter than I'm sure your sweatpants probably are. It's a thing. And y'all know what you're doing when you wear them too. You do it on purpose. And all of us are like I cannot go to the gym in the winter months because of that. Because it's just all gray sweatpants everywhere. And you're like, are you here to work out or are you here to pick up a girl? Or both? Like, what is happening?
Thank goodness I don't go to the gym.
Yoga pants, but for men.
Yoga pants, yeah.
All right, so we have another one from Sarah Pine for $10. Says, thanks, ladies. This is always so much fun. Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you.
Light gray or dark gray? Which is the best? Light gray is usually the best if you want
see better shadow.
View. You see better with the light gray, but if you're somebody who's like, maybe I don't want to be that bold, then you can go with the more of the dark.
Take a look at Tobey Maguire's dick.
Oh my god, this is the new thing. Gary spent a lot of time looking at his shadow. I blame him.
It's not just us women. Okay, look, there's even this TikTok about it. Oh, where'd it go?
There's no music in it, right?
I have to find it first. No, I don't think so.
Okay, every guy here will be buying gray sweatpants to see Tugs at the next meetup in Florida. I want to see you try that.
I would pay to see you all wear sweatpants in Florida in October.
God!
I would.
Should we? Okay, wait. Should we get Poor Choices sweatpants?
Oh,
gray
wow.
Sweatpants.
Yes, we should.
That is actually a good merchandise idea. You're not gonna get me in gray sweatpants. I don't like having too much attention. I'm too introvert for this.
Are we going to talk about Peter's shadow? Yes, we are.
It was just gray sweatpants. Is a thing.
It was just quickly.
I don't know where that TikTok went, but never mind. Anyway, the point is gray sweatpants are a thing. So if you're ever out and about and you're wearing a gray sweatpants, you don't think about it, or even it doesn't necessarily have to be gray, but most of the time gray is a thing. Depending on how your sweatpants fit
and sit.
If you see a girl just randomly like blank staring, that's what she's looking at.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's cuffing season technically still.
But look, here's the thing. Like the memes and stuff show the front. Okay. Personally, I think more of the memes when it comes to the gray sweatpants thing should show of the back, because it is like yoga pants, because they're cropped a certain way, the way that they sit on your guys' hips. Like it just.
Yeah. So you got to see a little bit at the front and a little bit at the back.
Bravo.
That's like yoga pants. You know what? Y'all subject us with these yoga pants and Lululemon. I'm generalizing, not just you.
You're reading so much of my expressions right now. It's fine,
we look good in yoga pants. I admit it.
I'm not gonna pull a Frost here. You can objectify us. It's fine.
Oh yes. Johnny's like, objectify me. I'm okay with that.
I'm not gonna be in gray sweatpants, so I don't have to worry about it. Gray sweatpants, yeah, they just have cuss words all over them.
Gray.
I would wear those. Those would be cool. That'd be fun.
Oh God. Southern Belle in Florida, please wear cut off gray sweatpants.
Don't do it. Don't in October. Look, October, weirdly enough, is one of the hottest months in Florida. It's so miserable. It's so miserable. Don't do it, you guys. I don't want you guys to die.
Oh, which means I might get a tan. I won't be working. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna say this now.
Oh, we're tanning.
We have more days to tan. When we were in Vegas, okay, Togs, Olive Togs, she can tan. I can tan better, but I did not have time to tan. So mad. So mad.
Krista and I had time to dance.
She had so much more time, and she got a great picture of Drunk 3PO sleeping. But yeah,
Facts from Tugs there. Yeah, Rogue Disney lives in Florida. He knows. October, honestly, it's one of the hottest months. Like it's October, and you wouldn't think that, but it's gonna be sticky. It's gonna be bad, y'all. So just shorts, t-shirts, your slides with socks, your Crocs, your flip flops. I mean, whatever goes on your feet, but. Do not wear the gray sweatpants. I don't want y'all to die.
Yeah.
I just got to do whatever helps me with the humidity. I hate humidity. It's just like when you walk outside, it just is sticky. It's just like.
So
I'll be in the pool. So
Drunk 3PO uses Gold Bomb.
Okay.
You can borrow some from him. I'm just saying.
Okay. Okay.
At least that's what I hear from Krista. She talks about it all the time.
he's swampy.
Oh my god, hi. Wow, because Vietnamese can be dark and light.
I can't wait. We're on that borderline, like just a couple more weeks, and it's gonna be warm enough for me to start laying out on the weekends on my days off.
I'm so jealous. I have so much snow here.
Friction block is your friend, says Rogue Disney. Start taking notes, Johnny. Friction block, gold.
Wait, what is that?
I have no idea. Dry wick clothing, maybe.
Yo, I've just accepted I'm gonna die alone because I don't want to deal with this crap.
We talk about some crazy women, and he's like, "Yeah, no."
Everything I'm hearing, like watching that show, and then hearing all these steps and like clothes you got to buy and products you got to use, I'm like, I'm just cool playing video games until I die. You know,
the person you are meant to be with will accept who you are, regardless of that.
That is true. That is
just
true.
saying.
I brush my teeth and shower. Isn't that enough?
Oh my god!
To be honest, that is a lot. There are some people who don't do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't respect those dudes. Same thing with the dudes who don't wash their hands after they go to the bathroom. Like you are literally a dick.
Even when you stand,
and you're covered in dick because you didn't wash it off.
God.
Like, I can't stand those dudes.
Let me touch you.
Wash your hands. Yeah, and they think it's cool. I think even Ryan said that on stream. Screw Ryan. Like freaking wash your hands. What are you, 12?
Thank you.
Like, wash
Hey,
your hands.
I am so proud that I smacked him right in the.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't want to touch your dick. Like, I shake your hand. I shook his hand at the meetup in Arizona, that bastard.
Now
like,
you
wash your hands.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah. So wash your hands, dudes. Like,
no, but now you'll also get the opposite people who now know about these sort of things and be like, I'm never washing my hands. I touched his hand. I'm never washing it.
Look at the chats like, yes, 100%.
Yeah. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, there's so many guys who are like the no wash hands club. I'm like, dude, I don't want to be your friend. Like, get away from me. You're gross. Like, you're covered in dick. Like, stop.
If you touch it, you must wash your hands. Okay.
That is not the type of pee I want to be around.
And then you go and you touch. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Which, by the way, we're gonna segue this because Jonny is on Twitch and he is on his way to getting monetized. Link is in the description. Please give him a follow.
You're on Twitch now? When did that happen?
Yeah.
We just talked about it right before you came in and talked. We were talking about whatever we were talking about. Boomerang. We were talking about Boomerang. And yeah, so he needs, if you can, please
follow. I'm your 50th follower.
Hey, thank you, Tugs.
So he has one stream into out of seven.
Bless
and
you.
yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. So we're gonna get there.
Number 50 suckers.
Do either of you play zombies? I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got to do a zombie stream. Play some Cold War zombies. That'd be
Tuesday, or actually, are we doing it Saturday?
I don't care when we do it. I'm free tomorrow. I'm free Friday after 4. Or what time is that East Coast time? I don't even know. 7.
Okay, are you in Central time?
I'm on Central Time. Yeah.
Okay. We got 3
so
different
much
time
math
zones here.
I'm an adult. Just tell me your time and just put like EST or whatever you put, and I'll figure it out.
I usually just say EST because I feel like that's easy for everybody to match.
Yeah, just put whatever you want. I'll figure it out.
So we do Saturday 9 p.m. Eastern, and on Tuesday we do 8 p.m. Eastern, which you can just hop up at whenever, unless we're on like crazy rounds of zombies. Which Prime David, love you, but it just takes forever.
Oh my god, we're at round 30 and she and I are like falling asleep.
Round
we keep
30?
dying.
How far have you made it?
Well,
I think
we or him is the question.
How
So I'm
far has
gonna
he
say-
dragged you to? That's what I want to know.
31, I think, was our highest before we
Oh,
finally
those
were
are
like,
rookie numbers. We gotta get us all in there. Yeah.
Hey, if
Five.
that's the
Have the
case,
whole day open for zombies, and we'll all get in there.
Okay. I'm
my
gonna get
next
to
day off
Kiwi.
is Sunday. Just
Sunday?
Oh,
Yeah, you can do Sunday.
Yeah, we
Before
can do Sunday.
Mario
If we
Kart?
need, if we
Yeah,
need-
watch it bleed into Mario Kart. Be like, sorry, Jeremy.
Sorry,
we're in
Jeremy, we
like
can't
round
make it."
89.
Level 89?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm being
Oh my
sarcastic.
God.
Not that high. No,
Oh
no.
my
I don't think I
God.
could. I don't think I
Having
could
a hard
drag you guys that
time.
high.
I don't think I can handle
I'll keep my
level.
high score a secret, so you don't tell me, but we can't stream together. So
I bet it's like 100.
Wait. You stream console or PC?
the console.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't stand PC.
I
just
feel like
part of it is like it's just like the spazzing. It doesn't like have natural fluid movements, and like you just see like the way they're moving and looking around, and first person shooters with their mouse are just like, and it's just like I can't stand it. It's like doesn't look real. So maybe they're better that way. Maybe it gives you a competitive edge, but I'm like, nah, give me a controller.
There's pros and cons to each, especially for FPS games. Sorry, we're getting really far away from reality show. Although I'm pretty sure most
we're
My
like
bad,
genuinely
my
we've got
bad.
a hard lap. I don't even care. I'm excited.
but
console, buddy, I'm so excited. Everybody
Yeah.
plays PC.
I
I'm so
know.
happy. I'm so happy.
All right, so should we do a heavy clip to the right now? Okay, so we're in the evening portion after the beach date. All the girls said Shanae was crazy, and understatement, to be honest. What did you think of Shanae telling Clayton all those lies?
She cray, man.
She
Like,
crazy.
I don't ever want to be her friend. Like, I will legitimately am thinking about blocking her on all of my social medias just in case.
Yeah. So she keeps on thinking Elizabeth is in her way. She keeps on having Elizabeth's name in her mouth. No, Elizabeth. She's so mean. She's this and that. She's so annoying. Like she keeps ignoring me. And really, if we dumb it down to a lot of the things that have happened, Elizabeth has ADHD. She has to really zone in on conversations.
Mhm.
She might not even know you exist because she's so concentrated.
Right.
So, but then, Shanae says mean things like, her ADHD, her lying ADHD butt. Sorry, I'm using a nicer word for that.
She's just mean.
Like she is literally like, why would you make fun of someone's mental, it's not real. Is it a disability? Mental faculties. It is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I like how there's actually like, I was thinking this as I was watching it, like every once in a while, there is like some real life lessons you can draw from the show because like one of the things about her is she's been screaming about the group with toxicity. And it's like, it's always the actual toxic people who are crying about everyone else being toxic. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's like, oh, the group, they all doesn't like me. And she never takes a moment to like look inwardly or like evaluate how she's doing things. It's always everyone else's fault. And it's just like, you're just seeing an example of it. She is like the physical embodiment of Twitter. Like that's what she is. That's why she's so terrible.
I was not ready for that.
I mean, yeah.
He's not wrong.
No,
though.
it's true. It's true. It's like the blame is placed on everyone else.
Mhm.
Nothing you do is wrong. So like something that, especially in my field where I work in, we do so much self-reflection. What are you doing wrong? What can you improve on? What, like, you want to make sure you're doing good by yourself, your patients, your co-workers. She does none of that. It's so sad. It's so sad. And the worst thing is she brings other people's name into it. It's not just Elizabeth.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that poor blonde, the other blonde girl. I didn't even know what happened there. She's just like, but then am I a
Like-
bully? And I was like, oh my god,
Literally, she comes back from her one-on-one, Lindsay, and she's like,
Lindsay.
Like-
Okay, yeah.
have I done anything to bully you? And she couldn't come up with an answer.
Nope.
She's talking with Elizabeth, and she couldn't even come up with the answer either. She's like, give me things that I've done to you. She couldn't.
Mhm.
And then she goes crying and says, I don't want to talk because she has no answers. It is so freaking sad. And I feel so bad that the girls have to deal with him. Ugh.
Yeah, but like what I would tell these ladies, what I would tell them is I would remind them, like as a friend, is I would tell them if he's not smart enough to see through that crap, he's not the guy you want anyway.
Yes!
He's so brain dead if he can't see what's going on. Like the fact that some women are coming up to him and going, "Oh, this problem, oh, this issue," is like, is this going to be our whole relationship? Is you just literally telling me like what makes you unhappy all the time? Because a lot of people are like that, and it's not fun to be in a relationship with those kind of people. So
negative Nancy's.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Like my question at all, the end of all of this is, why didn't he bring it up to the group at that point?
Because he's like, maybe he wants to get the whole house's opinion instead of just getting half and half.
But it's good enough, like sample size wise. That's half of the house. Like why drag this out? Because the group as a whole, and maybe this is just inexperience on his part and immaturity in relationships, is just go at it head on. Like, I don't want to wait. That's just gonna cause more issues, stress, and all that. Why can't we go into this situation? You have questions. Why can't we talk about it? Because when he approaches Elizabeth about it, she's just in shock. And I mean, I would have been the same. She acted pretty well in her responses, but I don't think it was enough for him to be like, okay, Shanae's the crazy one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say to that because you're just dropping facts. I'm so over Shanae.
I am so freaking over Shanae. Like it's like the gift that keeps on giving because she's crazy and evil all at once.
Yeah, this is why I'm rooting for her now. Sorry, Tugs, you were saying?
No, I just said it's fun, to watch, but enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm over it.
Like, I feel like that first conversation back in episode, I think 2 or 1, where Cassidy just had her date with that kid's birthday party, and she's talking with Shanae, and she's like, you got to do this, 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 put your foot forward, blah, blah, blah. That was that ignition for her to be like, all right, evil hat on. We're ready. We're ready.
Even Cassidy turned against her the last episode. She was like, Cassidy said to Shanae when she was making fun of Elizabeth's, ADHD general, but also her ADHD and all that stuff. Like, even Cassidy was like, "That's not cool."
It's really bad when the other villain's like,
"Yeah,
you acted cray, girl."
Right?
You sent the wrong one home first. Is that what we'll hear?
Which is insane because at least Cassidy, although she kind of was a little sneaky snake, which could end up being worse than the crazy evil villain. Mm-hmm. Like, she wasn't outrightly mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, girls, I don't know if you get this with guys, but like girls, especially in competition, ooh, you best get out of her way.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I mean, we're competitive, but
guys are super competitive, but like we're more channeled about it typically. Like, you put us in competition where it's like, okay, like if we're just hanging out, it's just us and the guys, like, but if you set the tone, like, okay, now we're competing. All right. It's like lion versus lion, bitch. Like, you're going down, Mm-hmm. Sorry, I shouldn't swear on your
but afterwards, afterwards, you guys are cool again.
Right, exactly. It's done. And it's like women can be competing and they don't even know it. It's like they don't even know they're like the other girl doesn't even know she's being competed with. I think that's the difference, really.
Yeah. Oh, I love how Clayton's like, you guys better squash it or something like that, right? You're like, you should talk to each other and like figure it out. I'm like, they kind of did already, but yeah. Shanae is acting cray. So anyways, I looked at the preview for the next week.
Yeah,
is on the date. Again. Shanae's on the freaking date. Like, that means she's not leaving. Like, what? No. I want to know what happened at this rose ceremony cocktail party that didn't allow her to leave. Like, that's just frustrating. It's super frustrating.
It's either studio interference. It's either them saying you gotta keep this girl around because she's just gold for the show, or he's as dumb as a doorknob. Like, it's one of the
he's
two.
Dumb as a doorknob. It might be both. Yeah. Like, she literally, all she needs to do is throw herself at him
Yeah.
And he will forgive her for everything.
With the crying. Oh, I can't. Like, he almost forgave Cassidy. He was that close.
Yeah.
He was that close.
Oh, and back to how Shanae, when she convinced him, like, the moves she was doing, and she's like, middle finger up to Elizabeth and all that. I was like, excuse me? I was like, girl.
She turned it into a dance.
She was her a little like, F Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Middle finger up. Oh, God. Front porch is like, yep, the executive producer stopped by. He is literally TV gold, honestly. I mean, how much have we talked about this one person? Almost the entire show. So,
Yeah.
Yep. So, who do you think, Jonny, would be a good match for Clayton?
For Clayton, I don't know. Maybe he does need a little psycho. I mean, he's not. I don't know. He's not. I mean, I know, like, I can tell you who I would pick, but for him, it's like, I don't know. He needs someone to do the thinking for him, probably.
Agreed.
I don't know. Like, he could get Gabby, and then they'd just be like a fun little cute, like, not the smartest couple ever, but they just enjoy life together. That'd be great. But he'll take a long time to figure out, like, dude, just living with a woman who's just like kind of on you and like always comparing herself and like, you don't want that, dude. But he'll take a while to figure it out, because
I think he's not ready for the mature relationship that he wants.
Right.
And he thinks he is, which is it's fine. Most of us do that.
That's true.
But it's just that level of sanity that you need in both people. I don't think it's there yet.
Yeah.
For him, at least. And if he can't see through the BS, that's on him. I mean, we've all been through it. I'm sure we've all been through it, and it sucks. But you need a couple to a lot of heartbreaks to make it there. But yeah, I kind of like Rachel. She's kind of grown on me. She's cute and flirty and adorable, and I've always said Susie's up there, but only because he really likes her. I don't know if she'll.
That's the
one-on-one that he had.
Yes.
Cute. Like, she went and did the fighting competitions, and she lived in Asia for a little bit and did pageants and like well-traveled.
Yeah, she seems sweet.
I like her a lot.
Yeah, Susie and what was it, Eliza? I thought she was kind of cool too.
Oh, so who are your personal picks then?
Well, that's probably why. I'm probably thinking I'm like Gabby.
Basically, she was asking what your type is.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the one thing that's kind of weird about this show. Like, no offense, but like, if I was on the show, the first thing I'd do is eliminate like half of them immediately. I'd just be like, you all like out, because I wouldn't do it like that. But it's like, I don't know how you guys think. Maybe it's a guy girl thing, but it's like, you could have the best personality ever. You could be the most wonderful person. We could have all these things in common. But if I'm not attracted to you, I'm not attracted to you. And it's like, and I just can't force that. Sorry. So like half the crew really narrow it down. Episode 1.
It's true.
I'd be cutting them down so quick. I don't know. I'd probably make it 3 episodes in, and there'd be no women in front of me by the end of it. I'd be like, oh, this was like my life before. Sweet.
I've said that on this live stream before. I'm like, what if you're somebody like me? Like, I have very particular tastes on who I'm attracted to, like what races I'm attracted to, what races I'm not attracted to, things like that. Like, how does that work? Like, if somebody is really not into Asian men, do they force one on the show anyway? Like, they're going to get eliminated. How does that, like, I've always wondered that if you have particular tastes, like if you're a girl that only wants 6 feet tall guys, or if you're a guy who only wants 5 foot girls and they bring you a 5'9" girl, like, obviously you're going to omit that one.
He just thinks it to himself and never says anything. He can't verbalize that. He can't do it. Yeah.
No, they do ask about your type of women, because they do want to curtail it slightly to your preferences, but at the same time, the good thing about dating on the show is you could also just date people who you're not used to dating.
Sure.
Right. So, I've said Clayton at this point likes either white blonde girls or ethnic dark haired girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not one or the other. It's just they're all white blonde girls or dark skinned
That's true.
People aren't. Yeah, I don't know. People. I don't know. I kind of just different what types are in. For me, it's like that doesn't matter. For me, it's more like facial features. I just like, it's like somebody who has a little bit more of like a fuller face and isn't necessarily like a model where they're so like skinny or thing. And same thing with like shape too. It's like I'm not into the like your bony, like so skinny, like the kind of ideology or not ideology, the way women idolize like the
model
perfect female form. Yeah, the model. I don't like it. I'm like, no, she needs a little bit of meat on her. It's just like, I'm not into.
So we're talking Kim K.
Kim K. No, not her specifically, but
Kardashian.
yeah. I don't know, but like as far as like hair color and like ethnicities, it's like I don't know. That doesn't matter to me as much personally.
Respect that. Hey, at least you know your preferences. Some people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it'll never come in handy. It won't mean anything by the end of it, but
one day it will.
You never know. You never freaking know what turns around the corner. Because
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Working full time and playing video games, I'll meet someone eventually, right? We'll see what happens.
I mean, let's just say Mark the Cyborg worked full time, played video
How did
games.
you meet Mark? Like, I've kind of wondered that, to be honest. Like, I don't know if you want to go on this big thing on the channel, but I'm a little curious. How did that happen?
So,
tell him.
I was on Tinder for one day. Mark, one day on the first day. Yeah. So, Mark had come to Toronto early to get something for his superior in the West End because his family lives in the East End. So we would never have like found each other on Tinder, of course. Proximity. Yeah. I put it at like 10 kilometers. Sorry, you Americans. It's pretty short. 5 miles, I think, or something like that. Maybe 4.
Oh my God, Dermy.
And what did Dermy say? Oh my God.
What did he say? I don't have the chat open.
Cut off her
No, it was already cut off when I met him. Okay. Anyway, so he was in the area and he went to pick up the item for his superior officer, and then went to Best Buy to pick up something for his dad, and then went to the subway, walked there, and then got stuck in an area in the subway where there was service. So he ended up going on Tinder, super liked me. And then when I gone there, of course, I can see that he super liked me. And I was like, you know what? I'll see it. I'll see how this goes. I was on Tinder for, I think, 2 or 3 days before I was like, I'm tired of this. I sent him a message. Here's my phone number. You can message me. If it comes to something, great. If not, cool. So yeah, Boom. He ends up messaging me. Boom. And then it's kind of worked. Which, by the way, our second date, I did ghost him because I got so sick that I ended up in the hospital. And he did think that I was trying to be nice and be like, sorry, not interested. But I literally was in the hospital.
Oh,
like taking photos of your hospital bracelet.
No, I did. I was like, look at me. Look at my chest x-ray. I'm dying. I have an IV in right now.
Yeah. You can quickly dismiss that. It's like, as long as you keep texting the person, like, or text them afterwards, like after you're in the hospital. But if that's like the last you hear from for a while, it's like, oh yeah, I'm in the hospital. Like, yeah, right. You're just not.
Yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, if I got texted that, I'd be like, okay, good luck. Hopefully you feel better.
I think.
Well, I'm just saying, if I was in the hospital and like I was interested in someone, once I was out of the hospital, I would make it clear, like, I need to text them so they know that like I was legitimately in the hospital. Like, I'm still interested.
Texting throughout because I did feel really bad about the situation. It was just So from there, it went very well.
Yeah, there you go.
So, you want to see the chest X-ray? I have it somewhere.
Wow.
It's not as exciting as you think, bro.
I mean, no, it's not. It's not. Let me see if I can find it. And
I'll bones and blue screen and.
I mean, to be fair, that was my first X-ray that I've taken in a long time that I could keep. And let's see here. All right. So without giving away where the hospital is, this is my chest X-ray. Sorry, I can only show you a partial of it. Yep, I have a small heart. I'm so happy my heart is normal size.
Where is your heart at?
What? The heart is right here. Here.
The blobby thing?
The white thing there. So my bones and my ribs, and these are my diaphragms here.
There's dudes in the chat right now going, "Oh, I wish I had DX-ray vision."
Here, and then you can see my side X-ray. That's it. I mean, it's not really that exciting, to be honest.
I don't think I've ever seen a side X-ray before.
Yeah, you always take 2 pictures, front and back, or front and side.
Get some kidney stones. You'll get all kinds of cool stuff.
I don't want to. I just have to pee that out. That's
from experience.
Twice.
Wait, did you pee it out, or did they surgically take it out?
Oh, you don't want to? No, I can't.
I do know.
I've seen
it. I've seen the surgery.
Oh, the surgery? Like,
yeah, I've seen the scope.
Can I even talk about this on their channel? They had to do the surgery thing. They didn't blast it. I didn't, have it come out naturally. They had to do the thing where they go inside and
the back.
No.
They cut your back.
No, through the front. Like, you haven't heard this?
So they did a retrograde pilogram.
I guess. I don't remember what it's called. I just know that I was I just know that going number 1 for 3 days was very graphic and hurt a hell of a lot.
Well, to be fair, okay, so this like lip liner is probably still a little smaller than the scope they put in you. Sorry.
So it seems like X-Ray Girl wants to go here. So what it was is it was this close. It was super close to passing naturally, but it got stuck. And so I had a kidney stone for like 11 days, and it was like the most brutal 11 days ever. And so it got to a point where like, yeah, they basically just had to go inside where I was naturally going to pass it out, do the math. And they basically just had to move it around. So yeah, they take like this thing that goes through the, hoo-ha.
Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited right now.
I'm like, I don't even know if you like, it doesn't sound like what you're describing. What's that?
Was it in the ureter or in the kidney?
It was, you know too much about the body that I don't know. I'm having a hard time. No, it was further down. It was very close to passing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It breached. He basically breached like a woman when she's giving birth and the baby gets stuck.
Yeah. This might be inappropriate. Could you feel it if you felt for it?
Could I feel it if I felt for it? I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe. I didn't really try. I mean, it was still like my muscles were spasming and everything. And what happens when you get a kidney stone is even after you pass it, your muscles still keep spasming for a while. So I thought they didn't get them all. And so it's like 3 days after I had a kidney stone, I was like, they missed something. And it's not. It's just your muscles are still freaking out from what was going on in there and everything. So, yeah, even after it's gone, it takes a few days. So,
wow.
Anyway.
Be Carswell. Really?
Drink more water. Squirt some lemon juice into your water. And, cut down on the soda. Because that was my favorite thing for years.
You're a soda lover.
Oh, I love soda and I miss it. But that's what I needed to stop. That was what I needed.
Kate. I have not. Okay, so I love OR as an X-ray tech, and I haven't been in OR in months because I've been stuck in mammos. So, I mean, some people's dreams is to be in mammos, but anyways, want to talk about kidney stories.
I just love how you could tell the difference between like, you're into this kind of thing. And like Tugs clearly isn't, because Tugs is like, no, stop it. X-ray's like, tell me more, elaborate.
Everything.
Look, I could look at, and I could look at crime scene photos. I can look at really gross photos that aren't crimes necessarily, but that sort of thing. I've all day long, blood, guts, gore, it doesn't bother me. I'm like, wow, that's so fascinating. But big things coming out of tiny holes as a woman, no.
Oh my God. Someone please clip that.
Or going into tiny holes. No. Okay. Sticking a pen into a hole that's much smaller than it does not sound like a good time to me. And I know that that's very sensitive for you men. Okay. Now you know what childbirth feels like.
For women too. Sometimes like when I watch all the stuff that they do in surgery, I'm just like,
and he's going to be okay? Like, he's going to be fine after all this they're doing to him?
It's the hope that you will be okay.
When I woke up, I just felt like, what did you guys do to me?
Wait,
it was terrible.
How old were you at that moment?
It wasn't that long ago. It was like 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago, something like that.
during these unprecedented pandemic times.
Well, I had one that was really, really bad, and then I had another one afterwards that I passed naturally. And so, but yeah, the other one, well, trust me, the first one was worse, the one that I didn't pass naturally. Anyway, I'll tell you more about it at a meetup because it's seriously, it gets worse. I don't think it's YouTube appropriate. It's bad.
Did you keep them? Did they put them in a little jar for you?
I don't want that crap.
No. They send them to pathology because they want to test it just to make sure.
Yeah, I said, do whatever the hell you want with it. Just get it away from me. I
the
want to
Chinese
move on from this
market,
chapter of my life. I don't want to think about these anymore. Oh my gosh. And that was what I needed because I seriously, like, soda was my drug. I'm telling you.
Okay, which soda was your favorite then?
Oh, cream soda. Cream soda.
Stop! That was like my favorite when I was a kid. I can't drink it anymore. It's too
I don't
You
believe
need to
in
invest
like
a
too
soda
rich.
stream.
A soda stream?
Yeah, it takes water and it carbonates it, and it adds like you can add flavorings to it to make it taste like soda, but it's not like actually gonna kill you with kidney stones.
Yeah. So Mark is the same. He loves soda water. Every time I go to Costco when it's on sale, I literally fill up my car with soda water. And like it kills me because I'm like, there's so much plastic bottles right now.
I don't like soda water though. It doesn't do it for me. I think it is the sweetness, like in combination with the carbonation, but carbonation with water, that's like, ugh, like it needs that sweetness.
Well, that's why you add the flavors.
Oh, yeah.
So would a flavor be okay to add on? Because like I get lemon soda water for him.
Yeah, I could try that. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll
maybe.
See.
I mean,
I don't think it's going to be as good as like a cherry Pepsi, but I'll have it.
A cherry Pepsi. Oh, I haven't had that.
But that's what SodaStream does. SodaStream has these little bottles of the different syrups. They're like a healthier option of the syrups, and you can mix the two, and you can do like a cherry Pepsi. They have a root beer one. They have a Pepsi, or is it Pepsi or Coke? One of the two, flavored syrups. Maybe it's both, and you can mix and match them however you want, and it carbonates the water, so you get that carbonation. It's like supposed to help.
I got to look into it because they all do something to you. It's like this one will make you fat. This one will give you kidney stones. And this one will give you cancer. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, pick what you want.
To be fair,
or drink
walking
water.
out the door, there are so many risks that I think at that point, is it really that big of a risk? Getting into your car is more dangerous than flying a plane. I'm just saying.
Right.
So
statistically
enjoy
speaking,
life.
it's the safest way to travel.
Which, by the way, I was thinking about something and I forgot. I boomered that.
I think it would make the show better if somebody got a kidney stone while they were on the show to bring it back.
No, look, for those of you who've had kidney stones.
Shanae could get a kidney stone, and I think we all would be fine with that.
Now you know what it's like giving birth. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
pregnant women, every time they've had both, if you meet a woman who's been pregnant before and she's had kidney stones too, they always say the kidney stones are worse.
Yeah.
They always do.
Well, but to be fair, giving birth to a child has more rewards at the end than the kidney stone.
It's also natural. It's like
stones.
it's natural to have a baby go through you to a certain extent. It's not natural to pee out rocks. Like that's not natural.
Like that, the what do I call this? The ureter and the urethra, they're all smooth, surfaced areas.
Is this normal discussion for you guys, or did I bring this weirdness to the?
No. It's fair. The weirdest conversation we had, and I love this conversation because I learned so much. Was bulls and cows and how they procreate, which I did not expect.
The artificial insemination. I was talking about because I watched Yellowstone. I was talking about how prize bulls and prize horses, especially like the ones that you see in the rodeos and stuff, like the real expensive ones, how they don't mate naturally, they mate artificially, and what they use to do that. And I was describing it, and the chat was losing it, and Extra Girl was like, what is
this? Is my face.
And then they sell the product of that insemination for like 10 grand a pop.
Yeah. By the way, men, how does that make you feel? A bull's, costs way more than yours.
Right? Yo,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, how much does the states pay for that? Because I know through movies and shows that doing that type of stuff can get you paid at clinics. So
I don't know.
I had a dog like that once. So he was his life and his was worth way more than mine.
Wait,
sure.
did you artificially inseminate, or did you just let?
No, I'm saying that like my dog, I had a dog that was supposed to be a police dog. He ended up being actually a search and rescue dog because he had a really good nose. So he's doing that in Southern California right now. But I was supposed to puppy raise him for a couple of years, and but those dogs aren't cheap. Those German Shepherds, they're bred specifically, so he was worth about $40,000. And so, yeah. And so I remember one time he got out of the gate and I was freaking out because I loved him so much, but he was also worth a crap ton of money. I was like, Beastie, where'd you go? And just yelling for him like, my very expensive dog, come back.
Please get him back. Was he chipped? I hope he was chipped.
To
get that right.
I don't think it was. They should have chipped him. They said they were.
I can't believe it was a microchip. That shocks me.
Yeah,
I imagine he probably was. I just didn't let it go.
So here is another example of inequality. Are you ready? If you're a guy and you're giving samples, you earn $70 for each donation. You get $50 up front and $20 when the sample is released. If you're a woman and you're donating eggs, you're usually paid between $5,000 and $10,000 per cycle.
Well, to be fair, a cycle is really rough because you are on crazy hormones. Like I've heard of so many women,
and they have to actually like go in there.
Surgery. It's surgery. Y'all men just just into a cup.
It makes sense.
Whereas we get like probes in you, and you have to. So you take hormones to make more eggs than normal matures, so that they can harvest them.
So it's simple. It's simple supply and demand. Yeah.
So the question is, in the time that you take the eggs for a woman, how many times can a man put it into a cup? Can it be equal?
Depends on the man.
Sounds like a challenge.
I feel like that depends on the man, because I have yet to meet one that can go more than like twice in a night. Okay.
That's 5 times.
8 hours.
I won't say anything.
I'm just saying. You have to be
okay, fine. That's pathetic.
Wait, 2 times?
I don't know who
or
these
the 5
guys
times?
Are you're meeting. 2 times?
Okay. The most I've ever heard of, and not in my personal experience, because girls talk.
Of course.
8 times.
Oh my God.
I know.
Like
I know.
Status.
Okay.
Chat, help me out. I don't want to seem like I'm like trying to brag here or something. Like 2 times is pathetic. Like that's just that's
okay. We're talking. Okay, these numbers. Are we talking about in your prime or currently? Because in your prime is very different to current. Because like prime is being like 20 to 25 as a male. I think. You can.
I'm getting some mixed reactions in the chat
all the time. Oh, you poor souls in the chat. Mixed reactions.
Wow.
Well, there's somebody there like 8 is like too high, and then those guys are bad. But then this one is like, wow, that's 5 times. Like,
yeah.
Well, okay. Look, I've never said that I've had good taste in men in the past. Okay.
Well, I mean,
listen.
Okay.
I was a good Christian guy. I tried to save it for marriage, and I failed. There, disclaimer. But yeah, that's rookie numbers. I got up to 8, I think. Yeah.
What? That's like a
okay.
Okay. You know what?
To be fair, we were trying to set a high score.
Oh, just like when you game. Okay, I see what it's at. You wanted the scoreboard, your name, the number.
Yeah. Now you see why I'm rooting for Shanae.
I love that though. I love it when you look. Maybe I'm weird in this department, but if you can't have fun in the bedroom, you're doing it wrong.
But okay, not to be feminist, but how many times can a woman? That's the question.
Mm-hmm. Well, usually they could, unless she wasn't, they could do it more.
Do it right, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
trust me, she was fine with it.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
I mean, I wasn't asking, but
I'm just saying. Well, you're like, to be feminist. I was like, I wasn't doing anything.
I'm just saying women can beat those numbers easily. I'm just saying women generally can beat those numbers easily.
Yeah.
We can, but we usually
Extra
don't.
girl's trying to me too be. She's like, well, to be fair, Johnny, if she didn't want to do it 8 times.
No, because when you think about how many times you did it, you technically do think about how many times the male has,
Right.
which it's fine. That's fine. I don't mind, because really, if most men, after you finish, there's a latency period.
They go to bed.
I had a feeling that this stream would
This
get
goes.
to this
This was
point.
not
It's like,
intentional.
oh,
I'm
God.
sorry.
this
You're
is
the
not
first
intentional.
man on stream. It's gonna be so much fun.
No!
We do this without men on stream. Now we get a man's opinion, though.
Tugs and I go really far off the deep end. I am so sorry. Yes, and Southern Belle, yes, women
Yep.
have stamina,
Mhm.
but we also don't have a strong latency period as some men do. Okay,
Well, and
I will
also,
give it to them.
and also, depending on who you're with, like we may have the stamina, but it may not go anywhere because we're a bit complicated.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it depends on here and a little here.
We're not as cut and dry as that's pretty. Yay, I'm done. We're a little bit built differently, so we're.
It's like when you're trying to figure out a door that has 7 locks on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we're not that cut and dry either. Like we're much more cut and dry than ladies are, for sure. But we're not completely cut and dry.
It's like it's like you have 2 different keys versus 7 different keys.
Yeah, like an emotional connection still means something to guys too.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Does it? Aw.
No, it does. It does. There, I mean, I've met like I have some guy friends that, you know, we have talks where they're like, yeah, if I'm not attracted to her, it will never work in that sense. So yeah, which I respect, because he was like, yeah, I never do one night stands anymore for like since like university. But that's, for me, it's crazy to hear because of some of the sorry, Mark, not you, trash men that I've known.
Mark's like, excuse me, first Jonny insults computers. Now
No, I tried to make it very clear, like PCs, you know, they're for you. I was explaining why I can't handle them. They're a little too spastic for
Well, the
me.
good thing with PC games is you can play controller on them.
Yeah.
Some of
But
them.
see,
Yeah,
that
but
would
you
involve
wanted a computer
figuring it
problem.
out. And remember, our conversation started with how boomer we all are.
That's
and
fair.
But
so I can't
but
figure that out.
that's if you don't have a capture card. I didn't have a capture card for so long.
Mhm.
Although now I do. I only play Switch games on it.
Poor Johnny's finding out the hard way that this stream just goes every direction.
Sorry.
No,
Back
I
to
mean,
gaming.
I kind of remember. I just feel like I might have made it like a little dirtier inadvertently than I meant to. But yeah, which is weird. I'm not usually the dirty person on the Geeks and Gamers team. But
So no, you're just with us who are. Excuse me.
You're more dirtier than I am.
Okay, well maybe. Chat. I'm gonna make a poll.
Oh boy.
I heard about the Vegas meetups rumors. Okay.
Excuse me. What's what rumor?
Well, not rumors, but you know, the talk of just, you know, you were having a lot of fun, you know, and you know, on the dance floor and things like that. I'm not saying anything, you know, not saying too much. I'm just saying
There
you
was
know,
there
you're
was
having a good
dancing.
time.
Wait, did we
There was
dance?
some dancing.
See, exactly. You're like, wait, did we even dance?
Okay, to be
Sounds
fair,
like you had a lot of fun.
to be fair, I live in Canada, which
Mhm.
super locked down at that point.
Yep.
That's
Super
true.
locked down. So that was
Mhm.
the first time I had been out in a really wow shot. Really.
And it's Vegas. It's Vegas. Everybody loses their minds when it comes to Vegas. I live here and I lose my mind when it comes to partying on the strip, like because I don't do it very often. So
Oh my
And
god.
we found out that Ryan's a nice guy when he's drinking. You know?
Yes.
He's a really
Honestly,
nice guy.
I don't know
So
what
nice.
it is, but that was like the first time I got like a really true, like very heartfelt compliment from him.
Felt.
yeah.
Yeah, heartfelt. And that was just so weird. It wasn't that night because I wasn't there that night that they did the stream at John Bartolo's, but it was just like, I'm like, are you really who I think you are? What?
Yeah, he got his shell off, you know.
Yeah.
He's got one. He's a tough guy, he's a masculine guy, but you know, he's good. He's always
Really?
making fun of us Nintendo players and stuff, but really we're just more secure in him than him, so we can admit that we like Nintendo. Things
That's
like
true.
that.
Yeah.
But Anyways,
gonna be so mad.
Vegas was awesome. I loved it, and yes, I am a little crazy. Whatever. I like to have fun.
We're not judging.
I really liked your, pent up Canadian excuse though. That was a pretty legit excuse. If I was in Canada and just got out, I'd want to go crazy too.
And what better place to do that than Vegas?
Literally, the last time I traveled and was like able to go crazy was right at the start of all the pandemic stuff. I came back from Argentina and Chile and had like the time of my life backpacking, and went out, and it was so fun. And just a year and a half of stress. It was so nice to be able to kind of let loose. And plus, it was so weird with all the mask mandates coming down to somewhere where it's loose.
Yeah,
that was
sure.
weird. That was so weird.
Yeah, that was me moving from California to South Dakota. It was
so
different.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome. It was just like, wow, like people here just don't care. And if my friends over in California could see me hanging out at this big concert type event right now, they'd be judging me hardcore.
Oh yeah.
It's so crazy how different it is between the states.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's night and day. I went back home to visit my folks over the holidays, and I was like, golly, I miss the crap out of my family, but I don't miss this.
The life, the government.
Mm-hmm.
But what can you do? What can you do? Go back to Vegas.
I need friends.
Yeah. I miss my friend. Like Tugs and I literally I think we were separated only when we were like in the bathroom, and like maybe when I was doing the Friday Night Tights, and even then I was like texting her. I was like, I miss you.
It's true.
So you guys were pretty emotional and had a lot of drama going on. Maybe you guys should be on The Bachelor.
But how can I go on The Bachelor? I'm already married. I can be a spy.
Yeah. Or no. Just pull a Shanae and just tell Mark you're not there for the romance. You're just there to win.
I'm just there to win.
There you go.
I just gotta get crazy eyes.
Mark will understand.
No, I think we should send Krista.
I mean, I feel like this is logical.
Jeremy will be like, can you imagine all that's going to do for the team? We can actually stop talking about G4 at that point and start talking about The Bachelor.
Oh my God, G4. I never have thought I would have been talking about G4 so much. Also, I never knew G4 existed until 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I thought G4 was like G8 or G20.
I miss Attack of the Show. Bring Olivia Munn back.
She was hilarious.
I was never super into it because I was kind of bitter the whole time that it was no longer Tech TV. I missed Robot Wars.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Robot Wars. That was my favorite.
Robot Wars is still on though. Where is it at now?
But I don't know. I mean, it was gone in my mind the minute it was gone off of Tech TV.
So they moved it somewhere, and that's why. Yeah, they moved it off of Tech TV.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember where they moved it to.
Oh, I mean, if we could act, we could do this, guys. Okay, we can't act. All right.
No, Krista and Jay can do it, and Jay can
we can make a TikTok. We can make a TikTok.
He can say no to every.
Oh my God! It would be like hometowns.
It's BattleBots now. That's what it is. It's
is that the one where they make their own robots and they battle them together? I do remember watching that. That was fun because it's so cool seeing people's ingenuity to be able to create these things.
It's called BattleBots now. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, chat. I'm not liking y'all. I got 83% on who has the
Yes, and I didn't even vote. You're welcome.
I didn't vote either. Y'all, okay. I have nothing to say. Okay, I'll admit it. Fine, whatever. I don't mean to say anything that has phrasing. It just happens. Okay?
That's true.
If you count that, then yes, I will accept it. Because sometimes I was just like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Anywho. Alrighty. Well, gosh, this was so fun. This was really fun.
Told you
Yeah, I
guys.
appreciate you guys having me on. I might have, I don't know if I would have went through it if I knew I was the first guy. I would have been like, oh God, I don't know if I can handle that kind of pressure. It's a
To
lot
be
of
fair,
pressure.
I think you held well. Like, I've watched a little bit of TNME, and you did pretty well. The little spurts I've seen, you know? Yeah. Live stream. You're very good at live stream, which, by the way, everyone, please sub to him in the details down here on Twitch.
On Twitch too. I have notifications on. I'm gonna come bug you.
Yeah, when we
Oh,
see
sweet.
you live, we're gonna bug you. And we do a couple of like friends streams, so maybe that could
That would be nice. I do need help like building with like my nerd community up, because on my first stream it was all the people from a big basketball channel, so it was just like 100%, like not 100%, but it was like 90% basketball talk, and I was like, okay, cool, but this is video games, you know, we need to talk video games. So I'll take whatever nerd culture friends or just, you know, poor choices friends, those type of followers I can get. So
yeah,
that'll help.
we honestly, I love my Twitch chat. I love Poor Choices chat. You guys are always so funny. I love when you make fun of me,
Scare us.
and scare us. Yeah, which by the way, we will set you up for that as well. But yeah, it's been really fun. Wow, Eric, what is this? Don't tell me you're gonna send things to Perry Chan. Next girl even says that she wants in the F&T Finch. I did not actually say that, but I do appreciate that he made me a sailor. I forgot which sailor it was. Sailor Venus? Or no, Sailor Mars. Sailor Mars. My favorite sailor out of all them.
That's
besides
the
Sailor
Jonny.
Moon.
Yay! Thank you.
Oh,
baby.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Betty Boop.
Betty
Betty
Boop.
Boop. Chill streams
Yeah,
are the greatest. I think even Tugs will say this, but like I love the chatting streams. They're my favorite, where you just talk.
We just hang out.
About anything.
I'm still learning about how Twitch streams and all that stuff work and everything. So yeah, I'll have to figure out how to even do that. I know nothing about Twitch.
Literally, it's like this. You talk, you look at the chat, and you interact with them. That's it. That's
Kind of
all
like
you
what
do.
we did tonight. Yeah.
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 You go on and on about whatever, and then you're like, oh, wait, okay, let's see what the people say. Okay, cool. Oh my God, crazy.
Talk about some kidney stones, talk about some Bachelor, talk about some robot wars. Yeah, it's a great time.
You get paid if you use a cup.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But anyways, I guess is there anything you want to plug, Jonny?
You gals did it for me. That was perfect. Yeah. Just my Twitch channel. If anyone likes Nintendo, my YouTube channel is Jonny64. I have a basketball channel, but that one's doing fine. I don't need to plug it. So I want help. I want help on the other ones. That's where I want the help. So. Yeah.
And honestly, he knows more about Nintendo than Jeremy ever will. So there's that.
Yeah, he complimented my video today, and that meant a lot. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Jeremy likes my video. So
it's like when Papa is proud of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Gary and Jeremy are like my internet fathers that don't acknowledge me for that.
He's
but
not, he's not older than, like, he's not that much older than me, so I can't give him that. I'll say like he's a big brother I never had. You know, I was always the biggest brother, so he's my big brother who's proud of me. Like,
oh God, Martin, you're so funny. Thought we were talking about shrimps. Guys, no, women eating shrimp.
No, actual shrimp.
No.
So anyway, let's talk about what Peter Dinklage said.
I mean, we can too, but like that. That's just going the extra mile, in my opinion. Extra mile.
Like here another 2 hours because I will go on an epic Tugs rant. I know how much you guys like those.
I love Tugs rants. Can I just say that? I will say that this is my piece. People relate to each other in personality.
Yes.
Okay. Not physical looks.
That's true.
Okay.
You know what? So a quick little thing on that. There is like so few masculine men in Hollywood right now, and they're not portraying masculine men. And I identify, like, not identify, but obviously, like, I like to see like guys be masculine because I want to be masculine, you know? That's why I'm on the stream, right? No. And so it's no. And so like even watching something as silly as like Godzilla versus Kong, You know, I had people who were like, "Oh, there's no like manly man in there," and I was like, "But you know who was masculine?" I was like, "The lizard and the monkey." So it was awesome. And it was like I literally was like relating to like a freaking giant lizard and a monkey, and it's like, and people think that like skin tone has to be like the same in order to relate to it. It's like I related to a giant lizard because I loved how much he just wanted to win. Like that's awesome.
That's why you relate to Shanae.
Exactly. I'm a terrible person. Yes.
And I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of guys just like raging, and not in a bad way, just like testosterone raging after that movie The Northman comes out. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for that, Jonny, but that is like peak masculinity right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to my father, and I'm going to do it shirtless, and I'm going to do it with an axe because I'm a Viking. And you're like,
every once in a while, we just need like a new Predator type movie, like not the terrible ones we've got. I'm talking about the '80s one with Arnold and a bunch of just Chads who are just like, you know, ripped and guns and all that sort of thing. Hell yeah, you know.
Tugs, really, are you surprised?
Oh my god, what do I hang out with you? I don't understand.
I have not watched. I watched 2 Alien movies.
You know what I did think though, as I was watching this? Sorry, I know X-Ray Girl was trying to wrap up the stream, and I'm totally screwing
No, that's
it
okay.
up.
This is okay. When I talk to Tugs, it takes forever to say bye. But
yeah,
It's true.
I was thinking, and I'm gonna start preaching this. This show is mostly women. It's a guilty pleasure for women because it's just like, you know, it's just romantic overlord, like emotion overlord. And it's like, it's exciting for women in that way. You know what the male equivalent is? Pro wrestling, or, you know, like a WWF, WWE. And I was like, yeah. Well, no, but see, UFC, it's like, that's real. You know, that's real stuff. I'm talking about like that skidded stuff, you know, that stuff Jeremy's always posting and things like that. I'm like, dude, that's just like the male version of The Bachelor, where it's like, it's all skidded, it's all drama, it's just for dudes, it's cheesy. Yeah, it's the same thing. So never feel guilty about enjoying this because the guys have their own versions of it.
Never felt guilty.
Yeah. And I've
heard so many women like get defensive about it, where they're like, yeah, I watch it, but you know, it's just because it's like, you don't have to defend it. Like,
I love pro wrestling too. My favorite drama of pro wrestling, and this is when I was like, oh, and I completely agree with you, was the whole Edge, Lena and Randy Orton like love triangle back in the 90s. I was like, this is peak drama for no reason.
Yep.
Peak drama. There was a bed. It was awkward. I was like, what is happening? I was like, what are you watching? I was like, well, I thought I was watching a sport, but now I think I'm watching a drama.
Yep, that's what it is.
Oh, I love pro wrestling. Man, back in the day.
Can I just see them in like tiny little shorts and I'll be happy?
Yes, I was also, look, the reason I started watching was I was like, that guy's pretty. And that guy was Shawn Michaels. I was like, hello, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
And D-Generation X.
Okay.
They'll have the DVD of their like greatest hits. I miss old WWE. But he's totally right. It's so very drama filled. There's even romance sometimes. Like, remember when Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were a thing, and it was like a big drama because he like drugged her and put her in a drive-thru, and they got married, and everybody was like, "Is that even legal?"
Well, actually, no, not at all. Because I personally am not into it. But most that's how I'm making fun of it, though. I'm saying it's. I'm so sorry, Tux. You have Jeremy to talk to this about. You have like
Jeremy knows. Jeremy knows.
Yeah, he gets it. He can relate to you on that.
But you're right.
Yeah,
you are
that's
right.
how I see it. He won't make that same point. I don't know if he'll make that same point. He might not agree with me because he likes it. He can't be objective about it.
Oh no, he won't. He'll get all butthurt.
Exactly. He'll be like, this is not like a guy's Bachelor. Yeah, it is. Like, I can objectively see it from the outside. It totally is.
What is happening right now?
By the way, Tugs, I was supposed to restart my computer for an update, and you remember how my keyboard died?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it happened again.
Can you not end a stream?
I have no keyboard and no mouse.
So what are you just going to do? Unplug your computer to end the stream?
Wait, I have to log in though. Okay, wait, hold on. No. I'm not logged in. Okay, hold on. I'm not logged in. I might have to hold on.
No, luckily enough, I'm still on here. I don't know why. I have all my lights on still, but I can't do anything.
Chat's stoked. They're like a forever stream. Awesome.
A forever stream. By the way, the last time I streamed and this happened, I got stuck behind a bush and the ghost wouldn't kill me, so no one could leave. I was in phasmophobia and I was just like, oh my god, this is so bad. By the way, I found a good place for hiding when you are in the campsite. So as long as Tugs can log into her stream, we will be okay. Yeah, the stream.
I'm gonna have to leave and come back. I might.
You'll have to leave and come back.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but I know we can handle this. Jonny?
Yeah, we gotta carry it.
Get your wrestling shorts on. Do you have wrestling shorts on? I don't know.
I don't have any gray ones, so that's for sure.
I love how the chat's like, this is gonna be a Mauler stream. Hey, I mean, at this rate, we could watch a movie and it probably would work out because I have watched no movies, as you guys all know.
We could react to a Mauler stream. That's what we could do.
Oh my god. Can we EFAP and EFAP?
Oh, there you go. They'd probably get competitive with it and have to EFAP or EFAP of their EFAP.
All right, okay. You got your manager duties. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, and then whenever we feel like you have the power.
I have the power.
I have the power. Where's that from? He-Man?
Look at this.
Wow, I love that.
I'm just saying, gray sweatpants are a thing.
Which, by the way, I'm very happy. Martin R, about our what's it called? Bartender outfits? No, not bartender.
I never would have thought that was who that was, by the way.
I think it's Martin R.
Yeah, it is. They're the same person.
Yeah.
Mine's still in my PO box. I have to go get it.
Yeah. Oh, it arrived already? Dang, that's fast.
Amazon. Unlimited power.
Oktoberfest. That's what it was. Thank you, Shield Wall. Thank you. We'll wear it for a stream one day. And
wait, how do I play the? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Go to brand.
Okay.
It should be uploaded as the something.
I'm not a classy bitch all the time, so
there we go.
Fine.
All right, show me what you got.
All right, I get.
Oh.
That was very loud.
Yes.
Have you seen that one? Champagne Gate?
No, I haven't seen
Wait,
that one.
show the Jordan one.
For her.
Show the Jordan one.
Wait, where he throws the teddy bear?
The bear, yeah.
Wow, really?
I'm rooting for that guy.
Yeah, no.
I love Jordan. Jordan's great.
Now.
Oh, here we go.
Here for the right reasons. Why aren't I getting that one-on-one time?
She's here for the right reasons.
I'm here for the right reasons, so.
He wasn't here for the right reasons.
He's not here for the right reasons.
And just as a reminder, girls, if you aren't here for the right reasons, your nearest exit may be in the limo behind you.
That was like 5 drinks. Why do we never play that one? What are all these?
No, it just hasn't come up because we end up talking about weird stuff.
What was he wearing, Shield Wall? He was wearing a 2-piece.
Oh my god, he's a model, so he wears some of the craziest stuff.
It was Hawaiian white flowers and a red background. We don't question Jordan. Jordan questions us. Those are the rules.
Yeah, he has better style.
I don't like this game.
We should ask him. Hoodie.
Look at all the power I have.
Hey, the power at least is to end the stream because clearly I cannot.
X-Ray Girl's like, stay on track, Tux.
No, it's fine.
I
don't mind. I don't mind if we keep going. It's just I don't have the power to end the stream at the moment.
What's going to happen is I'm not going to tell you when we're going to do it. I'm just going to hit the video in the middle of somebody's sentence, and I'm not going to tell you.
You know what I should do? Hey, as long as you have the power, I am going to restart my computer. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, no, we have to carry the stream.
We're going to end now. Thank you, Jonny.
You don't think we can carry the stream? Is X-Ray Girl that?
We can carry the stream. I don't know anything. Okay. We don't have any more Streamlabs. Well, I can't see it. So if we have any more Streamlabs, that's on X-Ray Girl. We can yell at her later. Anywho, all right, bye guys. Love you. It occurs to me that I have no idea how to end the stream.
Wait, what? Are we still going? We're still live.
The option.
What? Don't put me full screen. No. This is not okay. I need that Kirk Herbstreit clip. This is not okay.
Wrong
it's
button.
just not.
That was the wrong button. X-ray girl, help. I see a leave studio. I don't have the option to end the stream.
I should just display all the cool little miniatures I've got in the meantime.
You should. Go for it.
Check it out. My mom made me this.
Is that Lucille?
That's Lucille. Yeah. And check that out. That's Glenn's eyeball. Spoiler alert.
Oh
This was like a baseball bat filled with bubble gum, and this was a baseball, and mom like just redid it. It's incredible.
I'm texting X-ray girl like, there's no end button. Normally the end stream button's up here at the top.
There's a little master sword. Behind me is the big master sword.
Yeah. He's got both sizes for your convenience.
Okay, moving on. I have Kobe.
Oh, Kobe.
I know.
Happy 2 years. I mean, not happy 2 years, but it's been 2 years.
2 years of missing you, Mamba.
Yeah.
I don't know. And everything else I have here is wires. I have a big Lucille over there in the corner. I think I can see it on the stream. It's a full-size one, real barbed wire.
So what you're saying is somebody breaks into your house, you're in trouble.
You will lose that lawsuit every time. Like, I would lose that lawsuit. There's no way I could defend myself with a barbed wire bat and expect to win in court. I would need Saul Goodman to win in court.
Hi, can you hear me?
The house. That's called self-defense and defense of a property. You absolutely can. You're in South Dakota. You're fine. Extra girl, help me.
I don't know why my camera is not connected right now. I'm so sorry. So, okay, we'll say bye again, and I will play the outro. And I love y'all. Sorry
for the outro already. They've seen it.
We'll play it again. It's fine. This is fine. Let me have this, okay?
Sorry.
Gosh.
Okay, goodbye, take two.
You're seeing my boomerang extra
Bye,
boomer
y'all.
today.